Hello, everybody, and welcome back here to the Pinnacle Cup. We have got another fantastic matchup lined up for you guys. It's going to be the Belgians the Bulgarians rather taking on the Finns, as we have got. Did I just completely cock that up? What on earth is going on? No, I've got it right. It is the Finns and the Bulgarians. What on earth? I need to just back myself a bit more. And take it away, man. What a game we got here.
Man, I'm surprised it's you making the mistakes this time, considering I'm the one that's tired. But yeah, as you said, great matchup we've got on our hands. And honestly, even though we say it's a great matchup, I feel like it's no surprise that I personally, alongside you, would probably say this might be a 2-0 in the favor of Fiend. Speaking of Fiend, we should have their roster up for you here in a minute. There they are for you: Bubble, Victor, Dreamer, Red Star, and Harn. Pretty solid roster, right? I mean, we've seen these guys in action before. They've as I always say about this team, everybody's got that star potential. Even when somebody's kind of like not having their best game. I mean, we've seen, I think there was a game we saw that was Entropic versus Fiend, right? Or not Entropic, I'm sorry, not, it was Fiend versus Endpoint. We were just talking about it, and I think it was like Dreamer, like 7 and 20, something like that. And then he just came out of the hat, started making big 4K, 3K clutch plays
Yeah.
for his team. So I feel like no matter how down and out they look, they've always got that potential to bring any round back.
Yeah, certainly something to keep in mind as we head into the series. Let's switch over and we can see the lineup here for HAVU, who of course have got quite an interesting lineup at the moment. They of course benched Yemi, which means they brought their coach Disturbed into the mix. He's now formed part of the team, and so we had the pleasure of actually casting a HAVU game the other day,
Yep.
and they looked pretty good with their coach. I mean, Slowy and Zori were farming and fragging, and they looked like they were smurfing in the game we saw. And then, of course, like Seven and Ariel, two of the pillars in the team as well, two consistent lads. So, yeah, Disturbed, he should be in that coach slot on the graphic at the bottom right, but he's not. He's in the player slot at the moment, while HAVU try and figure out their situation and see who they will be adding to the team on a permanent basis. Let's jump into the veto and we can see what maps we're going to have here in the series today. Between these two teams, of course, Pinnacle at the moment, they do have at the beginning of the series at least Fiend as the favorites, and quite comfortably at that as well, Ant.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. But okay, so far not really seeing anything too surprising. Fiend very comfortable there in Mirage. We're also gonna go to a Dust 2 pick for Havu. So far it's pretty stock standard stuff from both of these teams. I feel like it's kind of a puggy map. Well, yeah, no, this is definitely super puggy. Mirage, Dust 2, Inferno. I feel like I couldn't pick more pug maps if I tried, but I don't know
Yeah,
if
actually
I can
couldn't.
count out Havu here, right? I mean, last time we saw Havu, I was like, oh, you know what? This one should just kind of be done. They got their coach and they shouldn't have that rather good of an advantage. And I'd said that when they played the Copenhagen Flames, then it was just kind of a 2-0 stomp, right? I mean, I don't know if it was that day, just Copenhagen Flames having an off day. I mean, they have looked like a different team in this tournament, but I mean, Havu, they still played well. As you said, those two players have looked like they were just smurfing. It looked easy for them. So
Yeah.
I don't know if I can necessarily count Havu out of it just yet. I think their win conditions probably does too, because in all honesty, even though we've seen them do some pretty good things on Mirage, I feel like Fiend's Mirage is very, very comfortable and strong, and I just can't see Havu taking that one.
Yeah, good point. I mean, it's definitely their bread and butter. It's a map that they've looked very, very comfortable on in their past 3 months in the matches that they've been playing. I mean, they've played the map 42 times to be precise, which is just an astronomical amount of times to have played one map in 3 months. And these are just the officials on HLTV as well. Could be playing some ESEA games. No, they wouldn't be. All their ESEA games are actually on HLTV, I'm pretty sure. But regardless, the
Mhm.
point in case is they play a lot of Counter-Strike on Inferno as well. They've played that map 25 times in the past 3 maps, Dust 2 19 times in the past 3 months. So they've been playing a lot of CS. They've looked pretty good. I mean, their past results probably haven't been doing them justice, but we know that in general, they're still in good form, is this Fiend team. So there's no surprise that they're the favorites. As I said, Pinnacle, they've currently got them at 1.60 for Fiend, 2.37 for HAVU. HAVU playing with the coach is always going to have that little asterisk. But, and it's not like one of those situations where, because the team is playing with their coach, they stand no chance to be competitive. We've already
Yeah.
seen HAVU win a series against Copenhagen Flames 2-0 with their coach.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't really surprise me to see these kind of puggy maps picked. I mean, I feel like Fiend picking Mirage might be a bit of a misplay because if Havu take that map away, right? I said I can't see them taking it away, and I'm going to stand by that. But if they do somehow come out and sweep that away from them, they're just kind of going to be kicking themselves, right? I mean, I feel like their best bet because we have seen Fiend on Inferno and they've looked pretty decent on that. I honestly kind of would have liked to see more of an Inferno pick coming out of the bat because even though you can play with that puggy play style, when you're going against a team that's coordinated and know what they're doing, it's very, very difficult to try and counter, especially when you don't have that extra experience that we discussed last time we saw Habu.
So you think that HAVU might have been better off picking Inferno over Dust 2?
No. No, I think I like the Dust 2 pick again.
Oh,
It's
you
a
like the Dust 2 pick? Okay.
I like the Dust 2 pick from HAVU because again, if you want to keep it puggy,
Okay, I see.
you
Okay.
don't want to let Fiend have those more like maps where you need to have those with coordinated strats. You need to have the big team play things. I mean, we did see them. I believe we saw them on Nuke against Copenhagen Flames. Correct me if I'm wrong, but still, it's like you don't want to give Fiend that chance again. Like the 22nd best team in the world, they've been looking absolutely on fire. One of the best places they've been in quite some time, and they only
Yeah.
look like they're going on the increase. So to keep it in
Yeah.
a puggy playstyle, I feel like might give you guys, or you guys being HAVU, the best chance you could possibly have in this series.
It's true, but having said that, like as you mentioned, Fiend, they've got a lot of star-studded fraggers. Like these guys can also take the brute force approach if that's where the game ends up going. They don't mind being reduced to just taking fights regularly and also maybe employing maybe a bit of a puggy approach. I actually don't even know if there could be a more comfortable map pool here for Fiend. I mean, maybe if Overpass was there, but between Inferno, Overpass, and Dust 2, it's pretty much all one in the same for Fiend. Interestingly enough, they banned Nuke. And I guess that's a bit of a respect ban. Maybe Fiend haven't been feeling great on the map lately either. Yeah, they've had a few close results, but my point is that I still think that Fiend are probably actually as comfortable as they can possibly be in terms of the maps that are going to be played here in the series today. So not only are HAVU the underdogs, but they also have to try and beat Fiend like on their own home turf type of thing.
You know what would have been fun to see? I would have been fun
Ancient?
to see, yeah, Ancient. I mean, that got through the first wave of pools, right? If Dreamer, but if Fiend went ahead and picked that, they would have been my not even just my favorites of the series, but the favorites in my heart. But I mean,
Yeah, do you
still,
want to know something interesting, Ant? I
let's
actually
hear it.
don't think in Pinnacle Cup 2 that we've had an Ancient game yet. Now, I'm going to go and check the matches that happened today because I know that was the stat
Copenhagen
before the
Flames
day
beat 100
started.
ping odds on it today.
Oh, no. Okay. So we've had, oh, and AGO beat Team 1 on the map as well. So we had Ancient twice today. I mean, we could never expect it to get then in the lot, 3 times in one day when we haven't had it in like the 5 days preceding this. That would just make no sense at all. But anyway, we do have our maps for the series. Mirage into Dust 2, into Inferno is the way we have it set up right now. Mirage picked by Team Fiend. HAVU obviously picking Dust 2 then, and then Mirage will be the decider. So let's see what's going to be happening. The match decides we're going to be jumping into the action here on the first map of this match, and I couldn't be more excited, Mr. Ant.
Yes, sirree, the final match of the day, I believe. Don't quote me on that.
It is. I will quote you on that because you're absolutely correct.
And yeah,
Last
I mean,
match of the day.
if this goes to a 3-map affair, I cannot see HAVU taking this, to be completely honest with you, but I also don't think we see it going that far. However, it all starts here. It starts on Mirage, and it starts on the CT side as Fiend look to speed things up quickly over towards the B-bomb site. Slowly taking contact, Disturb the coach. He is that B player. We saw him here before. Red Star's going to open things up well. Disturb trying to find that kill, but it's able to trade it out. Still a 4v4, and I like that Disturb sticks around here. Not completely forfeiting control. It allows Fiend, or not Fiend, it allows HAVU so much more room to work with to come in on this retake, and Ariel's found another kill, so this retake looks all the more doable. 4v3, and Oman's towards bench. Victor has been spotted out, down to 48. He will find the kill onto the coach. Disturbed, but X7's gotten the trade. Harn, he's made his impact known as well. 2v2, and Zori is very low, and now he's left all by his lonesome with the USP creeping out of market. Can't find anything, and Dreamer will shut him down. Fiend, start it off strong on Mirage.
Yeah, great pistol round coming through from them. Just bursting out into the B-bomb side, finding the kills necessary, and then converting the round from there. And even though it was chaotic, they still kept their composure, right? Like HAVU were actually in some good positions there, but Victor keeps taking the fights, he persists, he finds the shots. HAVU had their chances in that round as well. They could have made that retake happen. As you mentioned, we know that Disturbed is the B player for HAVU, so that means Fiend definitely know Disturbed is the B player. And I wonder how much they're going to try to abuse that here in this map today. And whether the fact that they're going to try and hit B regularly, knowing that it's the coach who's playing that side of the map. HAVU will obviously be prepared for teams to be doing that as well. That'll be in the back of their minds. So they'll have their responses in place to deal with those situations as well. So this is the give and take, the push and pull of Counter-Strike. Always trading, and based off the information that you get, reacting. Who can adapt and react better? And right now, well, it's a cleanup in the round. It was just a full eco for HAVU. Didn't expect too much out of them, but they are being cleaned up by these rifles. And one more thing, and do you know who the most impressive player so far for me has been from Fiend in the past few months? It's actually Han, and he's the most
Harn,
recent
okay.
addition. I think he's only 20 years old. He's the AWPer for the team as well, and he has just been so damn good lately, man. And he's not one of those like legendary names from the Bulgarian scene, but
Yep.
he has been just as impressive, if not more, than the rest of his teammates, in my opinion.
You know, I'm with you. We've seen him play or make a lot of big plays. I mean, you and I personally, right? I mean, that like 50 round affair when we saw them versus Endpoint. I mean,
Exactly.
Harn, he's been able to stay consistent in those very long games and those very long streaks of series. With the AWP as well, I mean, I feel like he's just able to make play after play after play anytime that's in his hands slowly.
Oh. He was waiting for that teammate smoke to come through, ends up taking a bit of extra damage there. Full gun round here, essentially. I mean, HAVU full saving in that previous round means they can afford the weapons here right now. Bubble's been able to get himself in towards Connect. Slowy will spot him out first, though. He's a little bit further on the angle, which means he can see Bubble before Bubble can see him.
Oh, though, they're going to try and hit towards B. We talked about this earlier. Maybe they're trying to punish this, knowing that Disturbed is playing here, and he's currently solo, getting that rotation in from X7 and Market, but Disturbed is still able to find a kill. That is huge. Because even though they're locked out of the bomb site, they've gotten themselves a man advantage to work with. 2 AKs in the Galil as X7 sprints out, finds one, still trades, go 1 for 1. And that just continues to favor the CT side. And now it's 1v3. Red Star, he knows where X7 is, finds the kill, but does he know there's another man towards the pillar? Looks like he's aware of the possibility,
Wow.
gets the headshot too, and Zori. I think him giving off the shots gave all the information he needed to try and convert this 1v1, but time is ticking, and it's not in the CT's favor. He has no kit, so he's got to get this kill soon. And Red Star playing the angle to perfection. Is there a kit down? No, but I don't think it's going to matter. The full 10-second defuse, but does he have time?
Yeah, he's definitely got time. We'll just complete it in time. Man, what a round for HAVU to win. Zori comes through with that all-important clutch. He takes Red Star down, okay? I was getting a little bit nervous there as I was rambling on. Really good attempt coming through from Red Star there on the clutch. Nearly completes the 1v3. I mean, he actually should have stuck to his guns there and continued to hold the angle, but yeah, of course, that element of doubt started to creep in. He thought that Zori had worked his way onto the bomb site at that point, but Zori's patience actually pays off. Enough cash in the bank here for Fiend to buy up again. No money in the bank for either team, and we've already got a back and forth going on here on Mirage.
You know, I just want to say, this has nothing to do with that, but it's crazy to think that, you know how they planted in the default spot, right, like right in front of Ninja? If they plant like more to the right, even though it's vulnerable to market window, if they plant more to the right, that round is actually won by Fiend because it would have taken him longer to run to the bomb.
That's true. I mean, that might have actually you're right, because it was
obviously
like
they can't know that.
But it was split seconds that made the difference. That's a good point. Another point here is that HAVU, they've stacked up on the B bomb side, and because Fiend, they've been trying to go here so regularly, HAVU say, yeah, we know what your plan is. We know that you're going to try and exploit our coach, so we're just going to put our 2 other best players there, Zori and Slow. We go have some fun. And HAVU do lock down the defense, so Fiend, they're going to have to save.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're adapting to what Fiend are trying to pull early on in this game. They don't want to let Disturbed all by his own accord towards B, but I mean, I'll say, he's been holding pretty well, right? I mean, he's still got 3 kills, keeping up with everybody else. In fact, he's tied up with everybody else, except for Slowy. He's a little slow behind everybody else, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll give him some time to progress. Anyway, speaking of him, it looks like he's about to get some info in towards middle. Maybe he'll change up his KD here shortly because he's getting so much closer. And there are 3 Ts all the way towards top middle. This is going to be a mid-crunch coming in from Fiend with nothing more than the Glocks and a couple of pistols. I don't think it's going to be going very far, though, because as soon as they make their way up, it might just be a lambs to the slaughter kind of situation. Run boost going to come in from Bobble. Actually might spot out Slowy. No kills actually coming in just yet. Trade comes out from Hard. So a 1 for 1 will favor this T side. Looking for more. It's Hard. He's low on HP and low on time to work with that Molly. Just barely doesn't touch the toes of Zori. That could have gotten very uncomfortable, but he did have a smoke to extinguish it if need be. The only problem is that, you know, even though they have potentially the bomb site, the bomb isn't there to be planted. So
yeah.
1v3 for Red Star. I don't think he's going to be getting very far in this one.
No, me neither, especially now that he's been spotted by Zori, will easily finish off the round and get HAVU ahead for the first time here in the series. Now, we actually saw HAVU playing against Copenhagen Flames on Mirage,
Yep.
And not only that, but they picked Mirage in that series, and they looked very good on Mirage in that series. They won at 16-12. And my point I'm trying to make here is that this isn't like uncharted territory for HAVU. This isn't a map that they're going to be like feeling like they've got nothing to be competitive with. We've seen them actually look good in recent times. We saw Disturbed look good on the map, so it's not like this is a free win for Fiend by any stretch, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of with you there. Like, the last time I thought it was just going to be a quick 2-0 from Copenhagen. I mean, they came out of the hat swinging. Sure, Disturbed, I believe he was still at the bottom, but he was able to somewhat hold up and make somewhat of an impact, you know, not completely flop over on that B bomb site. And I feel like he's aged well into this one, too. Able to hold his own ground, keep some weight in his favor. And, well, enough weight for them to be comfortable with letting him be solo on that B bomb site. Ariel will find one, and they traded out by Victor. Looks like this T side wants to approach in towards A, but Zori finds another kill on Catwalk and says absolutely not. The bomb going down could change up the story. It's another 3v4 post plant for Fiend to try and attempt.
Good position they find themselves in, all things considered. Even though they're a man down, they're able to get back to some pretty good post-plant positions. Got the player in connector as well. Slowly still waiting all the way on this backstab right now, and he's going to have to start to get some work done, especially now that Victor's taking down Disturbed. Oh, what angle is going to be there for Slowy to fight? And he has to take the kill straight away. Oh no, Dreamer tries to respond, but he can't actually get the turn in time. Now it becomes very tough for Victor because he's got so many angles to contend with between Redstone. He alleviates some of the pressure, and he gets himself a double kill. Only Slowy left remaining right now. He doesn't have a kit, so barely any time to work with. And even though he finds the kill and the kit, there just isn't enough time for him to get back to the defuse. And Fiend will complete that post-plant win.
Oh, that is a huge pickup for Fiend. If they drop the ball there, HAVU actually could start to just swarm away with tons more rounds. I mean, it wouldn't be a buy. Coming on a loss here, it would not be a buy for Fiend. We would be seeing them take a save and potentially let HAVU exceed to a 5-2 lead. But because they're able to equalize the scoreline, maybe they can start to stabilize what looked like so far a very ugly T side here on Mirage, right? They haven't been able to make most of these post plans work. A lot of these duels haven't been going their way. And that's just something we can't be seeing on a map pick, well, on the map pick of Fiend, right? When this is supposed to be such a comfort pick from them. It looks so kind of ugly and distraught, not put together. So I feel like that's going to have to change soon.
I mean, we casted that mammoth game between Fiend and Endpoint. You alluded to it a bit earlier on. That was on Mirage, where it ended 28-26 in favor of Endpoint. So, yeah, we've seen Fiend have their struggles in Mirage in recent times, and you said they didn't look great in the previous round. Absolutely destroying Slowy on this occasion. It was just jump spotting for some info. Now it's Disturbed to try and respond, but he's going to get taken down by Dreamer. Beautiful eggs they're coming through here for Fiend. They've caught HAVU completely off guard. Oh, man, Dreamer just tears the round wide open. Slowy, with that jump spot, bites off more than he can chew, and it just snowballs out of control from there.
That entirely tells me everything I need to know. Right now, HAVU know, well, at least they should know, that Fiend are trying to take that B-bomb site because the coach is there. There is no way, no how, that there is one man in middle and 4 stacked up in apartments all grouped up like that. They know Disturbed. He jump spots. He almost does it every single round. They catch Slowy doing just that and then hit the B-bomb site. Right now, if you're HAVU, your next gun round, you're going to take ramp control. You need to make sure that they can't go in. You're going to start beefing up that defensive B, because right now, Fiend, HAVU aren't really showing any, rather HAVU aren't really giving them any reason to respect them, right? They've stacked the B-bomb site before and it's worked out to perfection, but they can't keep just aimlessly stacking 3 towards B and hoping Fiend go there just walking in. So I promise you, HAVU, they're going to start to get more info plays going towards A, because that's exactly what they need. That maybe even get a kill in middle, right? It doesn't really matter much, because they know that, they know that Fiend like to hit one of these bomb sites quick. They haven't put too much pressure on middle, so that's why, if you're HAVU, your next step is to try and make info plays towards one of the bomb sites.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. They do need to find some information. They can't just commit to these gamble stacks from spawn and try and overreact to the fact that they know that Fiend are going to be trying to exploit where their coach is positioned. And right now, it's going to be an eco round from the CT side. Aerial with the Krieg is pretty much the only notable weapon for HAVU. So Fiend should be able to go clear by 2 here, right? Right. I mean, they're making their way into the ace. Right. Oh my god. I was going to say they're making their way into the ace site where there's only one player with the USP, but that's all that Slowy needs apparently. And other rotations are going to be coming through from HAVU as well. Oh no, X7 down range. He's got a Desert Eagle. I mean, you were saying that one of those rounds earlier looked pretty scuffed. This one's not looking great either.
Oh, but I like this. They're taking a very defensive post-plant situation. They're about to take connector, have all the positioning they need. So, I mean, that opening kill, I don't think it's going to be going very far. Okay, Ariel. Only going to be able to get one traded out by Bubble. So, yeah, not much is going to be inbound here from this CT side. I should really stop talking, shouldn't I? But I won't, because Victor will find the trade and put things back in a 2v2. X7 posted up on ramp, kind of leaves a very, very big weak spot in this post plant. Zori not able to find the kill, going up, and Victor's going to close that one out. Maybe a little too close for comfort there for Fiend, but picking up the 5th in the end is going to give them that 2-round lead regardless. Coming into the bye, HAVU, they got to change something up.
That's a good point. It feels like this half really starts to snowball into Fiend's control if HAVU lose this gun round. They've got everything that they need as well, right? Like Zori's got his AWP, albeit a glass cannon. They've got a decent amount of util, rifles across the board. Let's see what they can do. What's the change up in approach as well? Oh my god, that got close. Han just can't connect on the shot. The opportunity is there. And X7 off the back of this, off the back of the flashbang as well. He wants to take an aggressive fight towards middle, but I'm not entirely sure that play is worth it. Aerial, well, he's trying to go one further. He's trying to get something from the situation, but oh, his teammate Slowy's lost his life as well. They win the skirmish towards mid, they send HAVU backing, who now have to pick up the pieces in the round.
Oh, wow.
And Disturbed, he's actually made a pretty good play here. Good response coming through from him. The info is there. Fiend have taken mid control with numbers, so he goes for the gamble push. Oh, when Han doesn't spot him out either. So this is the talisman in the round for HAVU, but he's not going to continue to force the issue. See, like good coaches do, and they play textbook Counter-Strike. Unfortunately, because he doesn't have the goal to keep pushing, you know, like doesn't have that that killer instinct, and you can't blame him for it either, because if they came B, he would be in the perfect position to shut it down. And at least he's been able to, you know, commit 2 players towards the A side. Aerial, he goes for information. He finds himself 2 frags. Zori's gone undetected as well. Red Star has to wait for Dreamer to come through connector. And the flank is being activated by Disturbed as well. So this hits on a timer right now.
How does Aerial find 2 there? I mean, no discredit to him, but Fiend, how do they let him get that close? That is just so almost unacceptable. HAVU, they have been able to scrape together a chance into this round, but Zori showing his hand a little too early. And, well, Fiend called the bluff, so now it's 1v2. The coach coming in on the flank, and I feel like this should be expected, right? But no, they're not going to be all the wise. It's 1v1, it's the coach, and Red Star won't let it happen. A 4K from him saves the day for Fiend, and 2 close, but no cigar.
How damn good is Red Star looking here in this series? And he's got 12 kills already, but his aim has just been phenomenal. Definitely the most convincing player here so far, at least mechanically speaking. Look at this from Aerial. Speaking of mechanics, a great double kill spray down from him. He's been a long trusting member of that M4A1S. It's been a good servant of his. But now there's no cash in the bank here for HAVU, so they're going to have to save.
Couple of Deagles, UMP, not much to work with, and they're going to try and put up a fight towards middle. 2 of them in window, but Harm, nope, there's him making an impact, and Bubble through the smoke will take care of Zori. So as soon as I said they were going to attempt to fight in window, it is completely thrown out the window. Well, I didn't even mean that, but, you know, I'm a genius, so that's how that works.
I mean, fair enough. I like it. Bubble. He's been pretty good here. The IGL making some good reads as well. Fiend about to go up 7-3, and now we're starting to see the disparity between the 2 teams here on Mirage. Fiend, they're starting to look good here. They're shifting into gear.
I feel like Aerial should try to go for 1 kill here. I mean, getting that extra $600 because of that SMG will help him out tenfold going into the next. You have max loss, so...
And check out Fiend's money as well. They don't have that much cash, so like any extra economic damage here goes a long way, right?
Yep. That's why they're all grouped up together. They really don't want to let any of these kills come back in for HAVU.
They know how important it is to keep all 5 players alive here, because that will give them the buffer. So not only are Fiend comfortably ahead here by 4 rounds, they've also got that economic buffer at this point. So they're going to be very, very comfortable here in the first half of Mirage.
And well, 1/3 of the game is now passed, and HAVU, it feels like they're kind of left up empty-handed. Sure, they've got the 3 rounds, but it's an empty 3 rounds at that, right? 7-3 lead on your T side of Mirage. CT-sided map, kind of very well known. And, you know, HAVU, they haven't put up that much of a fight again. They haven't been making much info plays towards ramp, so you can see Fiend, they don't really need to take it fast towards the A ramp. They know HAVU don't get aggressive. And that's just something that we need to see HAVU adapt and change to, so they can start to get Fiend kind of questioning what's going on. But so far, it's very choreographed and easily readable. You see, again, Bubble, he knows somebody's in that window smoke and continues to spam for an absolutely free kill. And again, 4 of them coming towards B. We saw this exact setup from Fiend. Last time it worked out perfectly. This time it's plus a mid kill.
Slowy's going to have to go absolutely huge if there's going to be any chance for HAVU in the round. He's got the AWP on the angle right now, and Victor's going to step straight into it. No flashbang to clear the AWP off, so Slowy will be able to open up his account with the kill and keep himself alive, more importantly. But look at this aggression from Red Star. He just charges straight through the smoke. Oh my god, the audacity from him. Disturbed with the good kill back. He actually finds the dink into Red Star as well. The coach doing some heavy lifting right now, maybe bringing this retake to life, but Dreamer puts Aerial to sleep. X7 and Disturbed, the only two players left remaining here. And there's just so many angles for Disturbed to contend with, but he's found another kill onto Dreamer. Continues to do some work here, does the coach. He's got a smoke to drop on the bomb as well. No Kitcha for HAVU, so time is of the essence, but certainly a chance here in the round. Disturbed, he's found himself another kill. It's only Bubble left remaining. He stands in the smoke right now. He can't find the diffuser. He doesn't even know where he is. Disturbed tapping away with USP will find the kill on Bubble as well. The coach with the quad kill keeps his teammate alive. He'll complete the defuse, and HAVU, they win the round.
That is just how is the coach doing things like that? You know, HAVU, you don't need a fifth. Put this man in the active lineup and get practicing. It looks good. I mean, he's holding his own weight. Give him a shot.
Maybe that's what he's playing for right now. He's like, guys, I'm just gonna stand in while we find someone. You know, we conveniently, I haven't settled on anybody yet conveniently, and I might take a few months. Kind of liking the spot right now. Kind of enjoying having some control in the server itself.
Think he's IGLing?
Man. No. Zori is IG. No, Slowy's IGLing. Slowy is IGLing.
Is that locked in now?
That's locked in. Slowy's the IGL. Final answer. Fiend. Well, they try and change up the approach. This time they're going towards the A bomb side. Zori meets them with the AWP. Aerial introduces them to the UMP as well. And it's 2 frags that go unanswered. Aerial adds another to the tally. Finally, Red Star able to get one back, but it's more of the same. HAVU getting themselves back into the game here on Mirage. And I mean, maybe a bit of inspiration coming through for that previous round that they won. With Disturbed getting that quad kill. Maybe lifted the spirits here, but because they certainly look better in this gun round.
Yeah, Harn, he is just wondering what the hell happened, man. It's a bloodbath towards the A ramp. You could see it splattered on the wall. You could see his body, or you could see his teammates' corpses sitting on the ground. And he's got to try and avenge them, get something back, but I don't think that op on Disturbed is going to allow anything at all. Slowy on the secondary one, coming all the way in on the flank. Disturbed, he knows Harn, he's toying with him, but Disturbed is going to find the kill anyway. He is just absolutely going off right now, 9 and 8. The coach, as you said, is doing some of the heavy lifting, and HAVU, they've got some life here on their CT side.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Fighting back, making Fiend work for every single round right now. Fiend, they've expended all their money coming into this round, which means nothing left if they lose this one. It will have to be an eco. Dreamer 4-0 and Jules against X7 right now. But, yeah, HAVU, they fought back quite nicely, but their job isn't done just yet, is it? I mean, 5 rounds on the CT side certainly won't be considered enough.
Unrelated to the game, but breaking news, Alternate Addicts have dropped their roster.
Oh, I saw that, man. Bit heartbreaking, right? They featured in a couple of our tournaments here from Relog Media.
They didn't look too bad either.
All right, now Fiend not looking too bad in this round, and they're executing their way forward. Stock standard. They've been able to get full control of the safe bomb side as well. Oh, Zori, he's found a gap in the smoke. Oh no, you can't be missing your CT smoke at this level, guys. Unless there was a molly intentionally placed there by Zori.
Write that down.
I'm not sure if there was. Because if it was, then that was intelligent, but still. Another smoke here in the jungle smoke as well. A gap, rather. But HAVU, they've got the 2-man advantage on the retake.
Fiend, though, in that post-plant situation, they got to, they only really have to get a couple of these kills, I feel, because HAVU, they're taking so much time to get this retake started. But, well, okay, well, as I point that out and say, there's maybe a chance for Fiend it's instantly taken away and ripped apart. Disturbed, the one to end it. The defuse will come in, and HAVU are 1 round from tying this game. This is way more competitive than I think either one of us expected, Hayes.
Well, HAVU are certainly giving us a reason to get excited about this game in terms of the entertainment that we're going to have on display, because they're showing they have what it takes to be competitive against this Fiend outfit. We're going to have a timeout here, which means we can give some love to our partners. And if you're watching this game and you think you know what's going to be happening, well, then you should head over to pinnacle.com/odds. And from there, you can make a wager on this very match. You'll find the latest odds of the game between HAVU and Fiend. Also, Pinnacle are running a promotion at the moment for the Pinnacle Cup. If you bet €10, you'll get €10 back if you use the code CUP21. So make sure to capitalize on the opportunity provided, guys. 7-6, eco round for Fiend. HAVU, they can level up the scoreline here, and
And let's see if they can capitalize upon the opportunity that they've been given. They've already found the opener, looking for even more. Zori spots a man jumping out towards Apex. Aerial, he's chipped in on the AK-47. And in comes the remainder of this Fiend take from the A-ramp. Two of them sitting behind the smoke, hoping, they were praying that this smoke would fade before they pushed, but that's not something that HAVU are going to let slide. And now it's just up to Red Star and Victor, maybe hoping they can get one or two of these kills. A best-case scenario would be to be allowed to get this bomb down, but I don't think that's going to be anywhere close to the storyline we see. And with a minute to go, they're just taking their sweet time, maybe seeing if one of the HAVU players wants to get a little overzealous on a flank, give up a free kill, give them something to work with to get back into this round. But Zori, he gives them the absolute opposite. It's an off shot to the face, and that's his second. HAVU tie up the game, might be able to bring the lead back going into the second half, which, looking back like 4 rounds ago, that's just not something I was even considering.
I know. Neither was I. I mean, it was a 7-3 scoreline in favor of Fiend, and they were just looking so convincing, so I couldn't agree with you more. The fact that HAVU have a chance to actually win this half is quite ridiculous. Not only that, but we know that their T-side is solid. They had a pretty good T-side against Copenhagen Flames. And you can actually use your coach better on the T-side than what you can on the CT side. So, HAVU, is there actually a world in which they win Mirage? Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I mean, still the final round of this first half. Feels like Han, I mean, I don't think he's had many AWPs in this half so far. And he is one of those players that it's not like he AWPs situationally. He wants to AWP any opportunity he gets.
Yeah, that is a big thing, right? I mean, we said before, Fiend, when they have when they have Harn on that AWP, almost every time I feel like he can come up with one of these big plays, crucial kills and crucial multi-kills to find rounds for the side of Fiend. But so far, I mean, it feels like he's just been MIA, not able to get that one-shot wonder weapon. They've been able to get one kill into this round to 5, and they're jumping out of the market window, or not out of the market window, but out of the B-side ops window, and Zori on the AWP. We talked about ops, we didn't talk about Zori flicking in for a second, and it's 2v3. HAVU, they bring it back and give the man advantage to themselves, and Slowy and X7 close it out for a HAVU CT-sided lead. Also,
wow,
unrelated,
yes,
OG have just been upset by Renegades.
I know, I saw that as well. I was going to bring it up. You beat me to the punch, man. OG, they beat them 2-0, a 19-15 win on Inferno. What a win for Renegades, and they had to make a comeback as well, I saw. When we had a bit of a break, I checked it out. They had to make a sick comeback. So great work from Renegades, man. They'll be playing at Cologne. IEM Cologne main event. Making it through the play-ins, and OG, well, they fall short. What a big result that is. Anyway, let's have a look at the series prediction tracker. Look at how it's fluctuated and changed. We're nearly back at 50-50, man.
I want to see the outcome now.
59% for HAVU.
Oh, wait, it is in HAVU's favor. What?
Yeah, it's in HAVU's favor right now. This is the series prediction tracker, by the way. Which, okay, no. I mean, surely... Alright, that must be for the series, yeah. Based off the round-by-round progression here on Mirage. Changes of the prediction outcome for the series. I'm pretty sure I'm reading that correctly. Anyway,
maybe
8-7, and Fiend, they need to get some life back into this game, and winning the pistol round, well, that would be a good way of doing that.
Oh, but Harn almost overstays his welcome. Not able to find anything in middle except one man towards underpass. That's not necessarily the information you want as a CT. Now they're going to crunch towards B. Two of them going up. Oh, I love this. Look at the fake they're selling. They pulled 3 men off of A bubble. He is the only man to defend, and he's all the way tucked into stairs. X7, all it takes is one nice headshot, and HAVU, they might quickly exceed to a pistol, and there's the shot I was talking about. They can, for free, come out, plant the bomb, get in a 5v4 post-plant, and Fiend, they almost locked out of this round, but as I say that, Dreamer brings one back. Still a doable situation, but X7 shipped in for a second, looking for the third. No, it's Slowy to steal it away, and he stole 2 away, but now it's up to Harn, the man who he said hasn't had that much of an impact so far, left all to his own demise. With nothing but the USP, I don't think he's going to be getting very far into this one. They're all swinging him together. Fiend, they can't capitalize on HAVU. They strike first on the offensive side of Mirage.
What a way for them to kick off their campaign. I mean, they just pick up where they left off on that first half, essentially. Just dominate the pistol round, keeping 4 players alive. I like the way that they take their time as well. There was a clear-cut plan there. Good structured approach coming through from HAVU, and they get themselves into the site. They secure the round as well. And they go up 9-7. That's going to be putting some serious pressure onto this Fiend outfit. One thing I will say is that Fiend statistically speaking, are very, very good at the CT side of this map. So
Okay,
they
yeah, that's
certainly
fair.
won't be stressing yet.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm completely with this force buy from the side of Fiend, right? I mean, you're already down by 2. If you don't pick up this force buy, you're looking to be down by 3. And I'll say, I don't think we have seen a force buy win today. Actually, that's a lie. I'm lying to you. We saw it on Vertigo. So, I lied to you.
I mean, we normally see a lot more force buys than we've seen today. We
That's
have
true.
seen a lot of clutches today, though.
Fair. A couple of nice
Seen
ones.
a bunch of clutches, man. HAVU, you can't drop the ball here. Such an important round right now. Anti-force buy to go up 10-7. And if you can win this, you're rewarded with an anti-eco. 11-7. That would be a great scoreline for them. And what stands between them and that is this round.
I'm actually so surprised to see this scoreline right now. I mean, we saw this against Copenhagen Flames, but Fiend, I feel like they're a step up from that team. And HAVU, it just seems like it's
Absolutely.
rinse and repeat, man.
No, it's the Fiend are definitely a step up from Copenhagen Flames, but as you say, HAVU are still looking really good right now. Good mid-round decision-making from them there as well. X7 showing a little bit of presence on the opposite side of the map, and now they burst in towards the safe bomb site. They've got the info on Bubble's location as well, and it should be a pretty easy conversion for HAVU from here. Slowly will catch Bubble on the step. At least Red Star finds the trade. But for the most part, HAVU will be feeling pretty good about this round, especially with X7. He's like the insurance right now. Bomb not planted for him, but he will be catching these players in the backline soon enough.
Is he an underpass?
No.
He's on catwalk. I was going to say, he is in a world of his own right now, and his team is going to need him here shortly. I think that smoke is faded, though, so they might just come walking straight into him, and yeah, he's going to be able to chip in with the very least one. You're right.
Yeah, but unfortunately for him, he's not an underpass where Red Star is, so he won't be able to take that fight. Dream is still hanging around, was hoping to maybe upgrade his gun, but he won't be offered that instance. 10-7. And it's going to be a full eco in the next for Fiend.
Well, at least they
Thing
bring
is,
that kill
it's
back.
like every time you see the HAVU play a game, the main theme will be like, this team is playing with their coach, so they're going to struggle to be competitive. But they just continuously proving us wrong and showing that we shouldn't be doubting them because of that fact. It's certainly, it's not really hamstringing them here right now. And I guess they're pretty used to it as well. So, you know, how long can we harp on for the fact that they're playing with the coach as if that's a really detrimental, you know, situation for them? Because it just continually proves not to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's not even just us, right? That could be Fiend as well, right? Like thinking, okay, you know, maybe we don't have to, maybe we don't have to kind of anti-strat or study these team as hard because again, they got a coach in. This should be easy street. It's our map pick. This is done and dusted. Maybe that's a little bit of a guard let down from the side of Fiend that's kind of screwing them over here because I feel like they've been absent from this map. Even on the rounds they win, I feel like they haven't been as convincing as they can be for most of them.
Let's see how convincing this round's going to be from HAVU. They've been able to at least get themselves into the A-bomb site, but there are 5 players circumventing this A-bomb site for Fiend, and amongst the chaos, maybe they can make something happen. Dream with the Desert Eagle. Oh my god, what on earth is that second shot? That's dropped the bomb? What's the bomb doing in jungle? HAVU, hello?
They hit that tag, didn't they? I think they know one man is over towards triple.
It feels like they know it. There we go.
Yeah.
Big kill to take him down because now they can shift their attention towards jungle to retrieve this bomb, but there's an AK in the hands of Bubble. Dream is looking super deadly right now. So this is still touch and go for the Finns.
How do they get back into this, right? If they just establish this crossfire, I feel like it's just going to be almost impossible to break. They've got to play together, and well, okay, never mind. Hey, ignore me. HAVU have a clean 11th. I did not expect that to go just like that, man. I really thought Fiend were about to clap on that crossfire. I mean, the bomb, as you said, it was right in their face. What is it doing in jungle?
Look at these Pinnacle odds. 1.37 for HAVU and 3 for Fiend? I mean, the odds were like 1.6 for Fiend at the start of the series. They've completely done a 180 and then some more. If HAVU win this gun round, my jaw will be on the ground. And Fiend, what you got, lads? Time to turn this ship around. They were ahead 7-3, Ant. Right? Yeah, 7-3.
8-round win streak for the side of HAVU, and it doesn't look like they want to slow down anytime soon, but I don't know if they're going to be allowed to continue this aggression. Arm, who's been able to bring the off into his arsenal. Dreamer, good opener in middle. X7, not able to find that early map control. Disturb, though, taking down the offer, and he adds to it as well. A second on the Victor. The A-bomb site's been ripped wide open. Bubble. Is his head going to be spotted? I don't think so. A gap in the smoke, and aerial abuses it. Zori, he's got his back, and only one kill comes from Fiend. That's the opener. Past that, it is HAVU dismantling the defense.
Wow. What a statement, man. Taking all the fights, finding all the kills. Dreamer gets one in the process, but that's the only thing Fiend have to show for that fight.
I feel like that's kind of embarrassing, right?
It shows that HAVU are even able to fight when it gets dirty, man. It's not only like they've got that structured, methodical trading approach. Like, these guys can get grimy as well. Disturb picks up 2. Red Star, he can hear all these footsteps right now, so he knows how close Disturb is. He's going to try and force the issue. He'll get a frag back, but that gives his position away. Zori on the angle. Wants to try and deny Red Star saving his gun, but also doesn't want to offer up his AWP. So Red Star will at least take the gun into the next round, but 12-7. HAVU winning that gun round certainly solidify themselves as favorites to close out Mirage. Then again, and this is the position we saw Endpoint in, and then Fiend made the comeback and took us to a 54-round map. So, hey,
please.
I'm not getting ahead of myself here, man.
Please. I don't... Look, man, I'm all for a good game of Counter-Strike.
Listen, we have an eco round here. Let's tell the people what you've been through today. And so, guys, we work a variety of shifts here with the games that we cast. And Ant lives on the east coast of America. So sometimes he has to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to be ready for our games at 10 a.m. CEST, right? Because there's a 6-hour time difference. So this morning, Mr. Clever Ant thought we were working the really early shift, so he decides to wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:30. In fact, not only is that, he's so committed that he wants to be wide awake by the time we start. So he starts to drink an energy drink at 3:30 in the morning to find out at 5 to 4 that we're actually not casting the shift. So now he's all ready, he's all hyped, completely awake, and no games to cast. In fact, we're only casting the games that are like 9 hours later. So, and we completely understand that you're feeling the way that you do right now, man. No one can blame you.
Man, I don't know if I can blame what am I saying? Who am I blaming? HAVU.
Blame yourself. You can blame yourself. That's the only person you can blame.
That's
for not
true.
checking your schedule and what? What on earth is that from
Blame
Zori?
the Deagle, man.
Trust me, replay, please. I don't trust what I just saw. I need to see that again. Oh, Zori, you kidding me?
Up for too long.
You hit that Desert Eagle shot, but you can't find the follow-up or shot. I mean, this round's gotten awkward. Zori doesn't actually realize the position that Han's been able to get into. Oh no, Han, he could be the Dream Destroyer right now. He'll take down the gun, the second as well. Zori at least be able to make his way back to safety. Han's just trying to find a gun to use. At this point, he only has 8 points of health to work with in Zori. He says enough is enough. He swings out and finds the kill.
Man, what is with this some of the stuff we're watching, dude? How is it getting that close? That was almost beautiful from hard. And look at this, man. Where have I got a shot from? Flick around. Easiest headshot of my life. And then, you know, hard. I was getting scared that he was about to pick that one up. If he didn't run out of bullets on the AK there, I don't know. I feel like he could have gotten that one, but in the end, it's HAVU walking away with a 13th round 3 from closing out the map pick of Fiend to upset them on the first map and head into Dust 2, their pick with one hell of a lead. I don't know. I feel like that'd be too big to overwhelm.
But this gun round here can still be won by Fiend, and they can try and restore themselves back into a comfortable position. Frags being traded back and forth right now. Disturbed continues to do the heavy lifting. Han takes a lot of damage, but Disturbed has lost his life to Dreamer. Really big frag coming through there from the Bulgarian IGL. He finds Zori as well, and now it's only Slowly left remaining. Undetected right now as it stands, and he could find the timing on Han, who's watching towards Connector right now. In fact, nobody... considering the fact that he could be towards Tetris. There we go. Now they step out. Slowly finds a free frag. That gives the information away, however. And Dreamer, he wants to force the issue, and he'll find the kill as well. Looks like Daddy Dreamer's had enough here, Ant.
You know, it's okay. If they want to win the map, just go on to do it now. Don't jump through all the holes of 17 different overtimes, man. It's good. You want to come back? Go ahead. I'm all for it.
Just do it in regulation.
Don't bring us to overtime.
We'll have to see how it ends up working out. Guys, we hope you're enjoying the cast. My name is Hayes. I'm joined by Ant. We're trying to grow our international Twitter following at the moment. So if you guys are enjoying the cast, please do our best. Do us a big favor and go and hit us up on Twitter. You can type !casters in chat and our links will come up. Going to be an eco round here for HAVU. So some unfamiliar territory for them. And in fact, are you kidding? They win 4, and then what? They win like so many consecutive rounds there. They win 9 consecutive rounds. Obviously, a couple from the previous half, but
Yeah.
they have to eco after they lose just 1. So it just shows that these Fiend were finding some kills in the rounds that they were losing.
Yeah, and I don't know if I want to count him out just yet. Zori's got the EWP, Ariel's on the AK. We've seen some nice deagle shots come in from almost everybody in this series, so maybe they can knock our socks off. So I'm not going to be the one to say they can't do it just yet and look like I'm a dumbass. Oh, wait, but they've spotted the barrel of Slow. No, not even considering it. 1 HP, he turns away. Ariel, can he find the kill, trying to spam through the smoke? It's Disturbed to steal it away. Quick 4v5, again, can't count him out.
1 health.
Oh, no, if that's the difference maker, man.
Yeah, but I just don't think that Bubble needs to go for that kill, to be completely honest with you. It's going to be a flashbang here. Dreamer's going to be completely blind, and he can't turn in time. Ariel takes him down. There's still a play on the side, but there's a flank coming through. Yeah, Slowy, he activates. He finds the kill. He's boosted up into snipers. It's happening, HAVU. They've got the eco round win. Yeah, Fiend, they've got no choice but to save. And what have we just witnessed? HAVU, they can't put a foot wrong right now. This team is just looking so damn good.
What is going on? Like, HAVU, they're just coming out of the gate swinging. They're about to be taking that 2-1 spot over Fiend if they keep this up. I mean, right now, 14 rounds. Okay, let me give the chat a little bit of a synopsis here. In the past 11 rounds, HAVU have won 10 on the map pick of Fiend. We have seen Fiend so comfortable on this map. Endpoint, who are currently 2-0. We've been discussing it this entire time, how it was neck and neck between the two teams. It was 28-26, some absurd scoreline like that. Now HAVU come in, blow everybody's minds, and are just kind of they're just dumpstering on Fiend right now, who can't find an answer.
Exactly. That's it. Fiend, they can't find an answer. Everything they try right now is just being shut down. It's like HAVU have the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to gold. 14-8. Fiend with a dominant run here, or rather HAVU with a dominant run here so far, have got themselves in a very comfortable position. HAVU have converted an opening pick in the round into a round win on 10 out of 14 occasions, so a 71% conversion rate so far. Beautiful work coming through from HAVU. But that also means that they're able to win rounds in which they don't find that opening pick, which is also impressive, right?
I mean, yeah, we saw a couple of rounds in this half alone where Fiend would take that opening duel and win it pretty cleanly and then just lose the round with no extra kills coming in. So I don't know, man. I'm not gonna count anybody out in a situation like this, but HAVU, I feel like they've certainly got the one-up in this series, especially with how things are looking on Mirage, right? They pick up this map. How do you reset it? How do you change up the mentality going into Dust 2? Maybe we don't have to worry about that just yet, because, as you said, like that might be the way to change things around. Harn picking up 2 on the AWP, slowly. Way in towards Sandwich. Victor, he's going to chip in for a kill too. It's 2 versus 4. Zori is able to bring one back. And Disturbed, well, I feel like he's going to have to make his impact known. The coach might have to do some absolute miracle plays if HAVU want to pick this one up. But if not, Fiend, maybe they can find a little more CT-sided success, which will be very much so welcome.
It looks like Fiend still have life left in them. You know, they've got the stock standard defense. They take the fights towards mid. They find those initial picks, and then they just clean up thereafter. No cash in the bank, so it's actually really important that they keep numbers alive here. I mean, when you're trying to make that comeback, you never want to be in a position where if you lose one round, there's no money on the bank, and there we go. Victor winning a very important gunfight. Only Disturbed left remaining, and he'll end up falling to Bubble as well. So, 14-9, Fiend. How far can they take this? How much do they have in the tank, really? 14-9. Cash in the bank for both of these teams, so we'll have another full gun round here, and
another full gun round. That's the key. Last time they picked up one of these rounds, though, they weren't able to keep that momentum going. They weren't able to find some success after. That's what we need to see now, and hopefully that is what we're going to see on the map pick of Fiend, because they finally brought out that double up setup. Enough is enough, says Red Star. We talked about him in the first half, and oh, well, okay. Little overzealous there. Smoke all the way deep in underpass. And that is some mind games you are toying with right there. Now HAVU, they've really got to start to be paranoid. Where is the CT side? What are they holding? What are they doing? What are they pushing? Are they behind that smoke? Are they just trying to fake us out? And this is just something we haven't seen from Fiend yet. HAVU, though, looks like they're still gearing up towards that B take 4 in the B apartments, or rather, towards that B side. Disturbed just to flash out. And, well, you said last time we saw this player, it seemed like he might just be a lamb to the slaughter. Throw him out as the entry, get some information, and try to work off it. And beating the entry, still getting that opening kill. is pretty damn huge. They pulled 3 rotations. Nobody's on A right now. Bubble on Catwalk, he's spotted out. Can they find the kill? They can. Nothing comes in from that Cat defense, and now they have got to sprint in on this CT defense. They can't let the A bomb site fall for free. Victor trying to spam through that box. Not going to be able to connect the bullets, though, and Harn alongside him will at least attempt the 3v4 retake, but this is just a round they have to win, Maze.
Yeah, this is such a nice round that's come through from HAVU, though. Just in general, finding the kills, Disturbed, doing that work towards the B site, persisting with the mid control. Fiend, they can't string rounds together here. Every time they win a round, they lose the round immediately afterwards. Red Star and Han, they've got the crossfire with their AWP set up in CT spawn. Already bunkered down to take these guns into the next round. I keep on thinking, to be honest with you, and every time Fiend wins a round that we're about to see the game just turn around and Fiend go on a dominant run. Oh, hold the horses, hold the phone. HAVU, they're heading in towards CT spawn right now. They've spotted up both the individuals. The spray comes through for Snowy and he'll find both of the kills. 15-9, no weapon saved for Fiend. Enough cash to buy a few rifles and AWP if Victor wants to, but what are HAVU doing right now? This is Fiend's map book. Look at the Pinnacle betting odds, 1.20 for HAVU, 4.4 for Fiend. We go to Dust 2 next as well. HAVU's map pick, and
yeah, I mean, Fiend, they are just looking out and numbered. Harn picking up the AWP, or rather, he's probably inheriting it from one of his very rich teammates. One of them opting to go down to the lonely SMG. Entrusting it all into Harn right now. He's able to make the cat jump and maybe find the opener. No! Slowy, he's ready for them to have made the cat jump. He's ready to find that opener. And now it is just absolute chaos amongst the CTs. Look at this setup. One has to go back into connector. One's moved in towards jungle. Oh, my sorry, finds another kill too. Dreamer, the con player. It is a very split up defense for Fiend. 3v5 for God's sakes. And they're starting to move out towards 8. Disturbed has spotted a man in towards jungle. The kill comes in from X7 onto Victor. And this one, it looks like it's done. It might be wrapped up. Tie it up with some stuff and put a bow tie on it because it looks like we're going to Dust 2 with HAVU up 1-0.
Wow, what a superior performance this has been from HAVU to come into Fiend's backyard and beat them like they have. Not only did they have a great performance on the CT side where they picked up 8 rounds after being down 7-3, they've come back and shown straight flames here on the T side as well. It's only Red Star left remaining to try and pull off a ridiculous clutch, an almost impossible clutch to keep his team alive here. It's not happening. HAVU are winning this 16-9. They're taking the 1-0 lead into Dust 2. What a phenomenal performance it is from the Finnish team. Man, maybe they will be starting to think that Disturbed could be the answer to that 5th player spot. Anyway, we'll discuss that a bit more when we get back, guys. We're going to be taking a 10-minute breather. When we return, we'll have Dust 2, and we'll see where the Fiend have what it takes to fight back. Hello everybody, welcome back. Pinnacle Cup, Swiss stage, HAVU, Fiend, second map of the series. This is what you have in front of you right now. We just came off the back of Mirage. HAVU won the map. Yes, you heard me, HAVU won the map. Now we shift into Dust 2. Fiend, they have to fight back, and otherwise they drop into the 1 bracket here in the Swiss stage. And it looks like they want to try and kick off their campaign with the fast B hit coming through here. There's numbers on the B side for HAVU, but Fiend have got very far forward, and they're finding the kills to go with the control.
Good opener here to start things off. Quick 5v4 to open up this B bomb site. Get the bomb down as well. And they're just going to keep adding to this kill count. I mean, retaking B, it's just not something that you do. And no matter any situation, it seems. And all of a sudden, blink and you miss it kind of situation. It's up to Aerial and X7 to make something work. But Harn posted up on this angle. That's just an easy one tap. 1v5 now. Aerial, one of the old heads in the roster, trying to make something work. He'll be able to get 1 kill, spin around. But Dreamer, he's going to take clean care of him. And HAVU, not HAVU, Fiend, open things up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
So
can't be playing with me like this, man. I'm too tired for this shit.
You're good. We're good. What I will say is HAVU picked this map, right? They've played Dust 2 20 times in the past 3 months. They have a 65% win rate on the map. And they've looked convincing on the map, to say the least. They've on like a five win streak on the map as well, beating teams like Entropic, ENCE, MIBR. So they've had good results on the map in recent times, even with their coach disturbed. So Fiend have certainly got their work cut out for them, and there we go. Speaking of which, he just puts on display once again that he certainly shouldn't just be labeled as a coach who isn't very capable at playing in the game. At least with that information, though, Fiend have walked into the vacant B bomb site. But Ant, I want to pose this question to you, because I think HAVU are just going to save you. Do you think that they might actually start considering Disturbed as being their fifth player here?
No.
Because he used to be a legend in the Finnish scene.
Not that I doubt Disturbed, but I feel like HAVU already would have locked that in. And I feel like there's definitely something going on like behind the scenes, right? Because it's been a while.
Hold on. Let's see what's going on, because HAVU are retaking here.
Wait,
Red's found one, but look at Disturbed. He's found 3 in the round. Oh my god! It's a 6-shot coming through from Soria as well. HAVU have made the retake happen. There's enough time to even complete the 10-second defuse.
Is there?
Yes, there is, absolutely. I put my money on it.
Okay.
There we go. Defuse comes through. HAVU, they win the round. What just happened? What a retake on the fourth buy.
Just got 3
and they
kills.
keep 3 players alive. Yes. Are you sure you want? And I want to ask you a question. Yeah, man. What a performance from HAVU in that round. Sort of the same theme of what we had on Mirage. That type of round, like where they could just dominate Fiend at their will. Let's get a trusty replay.
Let's get to the 4th here too, which is actually insane, right? Lines up the deagle and everything. That was beauty from him. And look at this angle on top of this box in the middle of the bomb site. They're going to try their luck with the B bomb site once again. They've been able to get out here for almost factory free every round. But now against the rifles, how about there? Oh no, it's a taste of their own medicine. 3v4. And this is a situation where you don't even go for the retake, right? Damage is done, sure, but there's no way you're going for this.
Back and forth, and this B bomb site has certainly been a point of action so far throughout this early stage of the half. And HAVU are going to be calling it a day to take these guns into the next round. Good decision as well. I mean, Soria and X7 will pretty much be able to buy in the next round. At least, you know, an SMG, an armor with a bit of util, or a FAMAS. But Fiend still showing some good fight, just some good grit, sticking to their guns. And I like that they don't back down either. And they don't start like showing respect to HAVU and getting like scared. And they actually like, no, we're just going to go to B again. We're going to hit B hard. And it worked out well. Disturbed playing B solo. Could still be the theme here for Fiend trying to isolate the coach, because we saw on the T side of Mirage, it's something they did regularly as well.
Yeah, it's a retake simulator so far, it seems like we've seen. And you know, it's obviously 2 for 1 in the favor of Fiend. But I don't know. I tried to make a joke out of it there, but my brain's just not there. However, what is there is a rebuy in from HAVU. Not something I didn't expect to see, but I feel like we probably should have seen more. Tell me they're going quick B again. Tell me this is happening. At least we've got a smoke up to stop it, so it won't be a fast B take, but as soon as it fades, looks like that's what they're gearing up for, right? 1 man in middle. Looks like maybe he's just trying to sell some presence towards A, but there's 2 to try and defend the B bomb site. It's Slowy and the coach have Disturbed.
And Slowy's got the AK there as well, so he's certainly got some potential to do some damage on the defense. Util usage has been very, very good from Fiend so far. This time they're just playing contact though. They're just creeping their way forward. Slowly he gets caught in transition when they come through. Disturbed, unfortunately. Okay. What? Oh, I say unfortunately. He gets too Slowy. He activates amongst the chaos and has got to kill in the process. Disturbed, anything more? A bit of damage. Zori finishes off the frag. It's only Han left remaining. 1 versus 3.
Harn too.
Alright, he's got a good opportunity at the clutch here, Ant. He could do this, you know.
He could, but I don't know. They're rapping on him for which X7, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, okay, that's what you should do. And you know, I'm telling you, man, Disturbed, with all due respect, put down the M4, pick up the damn deagle. Like, that's all. He's gotten 5 kills in the deagle in a combined total of 2 rounds. So I mean, look, do you need the M4? No.
I mean, it's true, right? It's true. Even on Mirage, he was having some serious impact with the pistol. Regardless, man, look at this. Beautiful multi-kill coming through from him, and he found follow-up damage as well. The rounds continue to be traded back and forth, and now we almost get to a full force, a full gun round, even though no team has won 2 consecutive rounds yet. It's just the nature of the game, how it's been so far. How the rounds have been traded, how teams have been keeping players alive. Look how many AKs there are right now. There's 3 on the CT side.
Hayes, we've made a scientific discovery.
What's that, Ant?
There is an A bomb site on Dust 2.
Oh god. Sound the alarm. We've got some new information. HAVU, they've still got 2 players on B, so they're not going to be taking any chances. They do have their author though posted on the angle right now. Towards Long, he's going to be playing that transitional role. He knows he's got a teammate in aerial at Long as well, so good control will be secured. Now they wait for the information. Actually, I mean, yeah, still chances for them to change up the setup, and it looks like it could still be a shorty. It could be a B split. They have the options available. Looks like Fiend are just trying to make a decision here as to where they want to end up. They'll be having a look at their util. They'll be taking into account the info they've got so far. And it actually looks like they're going to try and maybe feign in towards the B split and then hit the A site. And the info is there for X7. He peeks off the timing. In fact, he finds Bubble on the angle. Although this does actually pull quite a bit of attention from CT in towards mid. Maybe this is where they can catch Zori off guard. But no, the flashes actually haven't blinded him up that much. And there's no further flashes. So now Zori, he can have a field day. Oh man, X7, he destroys Victor with a fantastic one tap. Zori adds a 3rd to his tally in the round. In fact, it's the 2 of them who clean up. They find all 5 kills between the 2 of them. And HAVU, well, finally they break the trend and they string a couple rounds together here. And look at the Pinnacle betting odds: 1.1 for HAVU, 7.27 for Fiend. And on that note, now that we have a timeout and we've seen those odds, if you think that Fiend can still come back from here, then head to pinnacle.com/odds, because they have just over 7 times to their name right now. And you can find the latest odds on that link I mentioned right now, pinnacle.com/odds, and they're running a promotion. If you bet €10, you can get €10 back if you use the code CUP21. So certainly a good thing to consider if you do think there's still life in this game for Fiend. Dreamers Cam, my favorite we've seen in this competition so far.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
What's wrong, Ant?
Oh no. We're seeing Fiend cams, man. You know what that means.
Oh. Let's see if they can terrorize this B bomb site once again.
Dude, it is just a take B simulator, it seems. Why? This is just over and over B, over and over, man. Hard. Already take it out of the equation, though. I don't think
HAVU are feeling it, bro. HAVU are feeling it, man. Look at this. Disturb, he's swinging out. He's like, yeah, I want me some eco kills as well. And he's going to pick himself up all 3. All 5 players stay alive for HAVU. They are feeling it right now, and you can see it, man.
You believe me if I tell you Disturb's the top fragger of the server?
Man, but it's not the first time we've seen it either. It's not like this is an anomaly. He's proving time and time again he has what it takes to frag. But Ant, I mean, would you believe me if I ever told you that HAVU were going to win this series 2-0 before we began and you saw the maps were Mirage, Dust 2, and Inferno?
No, I didn't. And you know,
honestly,
honestly,
I don't think anybody else would have either.
I feel like a win condition for HAVU is them like picking up that last map, right? Because this is now their chance to close it out 2-0. I think it's no surprise to anybody. If we go to a map like Inferno, Fiend probably are going to take that one away. But here's the thing. Speaking of taking these away, it's Harn once again being taken away in the early part of the round. The bomb still trapped in toward tunnels, trying to hit the spray through the smoke. Disturbed. Not able to find as much success as he was in the prior. Zori. In the EWP, his head might be visible here if Red Star changes up his angle just a little bit. No. He'll be able to get away with his life. Nobody's swinging into it just yet. This retake will most certainly be attempted. It seems 2 of them coming in from tunnels, and when that smoke fades, the retake will assumingly come in. Actually, that might have just shut it down in its own right.
I mean, they've got money, a lot of it, but just because they have cash doesn't mean they need to just commit mindlessly. It does look like they'll stick around just to try and find some exit frags, and you can see that Fiend realize they need to try and craft an avenue of exit right now. It's going to be towards tunnels. Aerial's found once. They know that there's a second in position. Bubble will fall, as does Victor. Oh man, it's a bloodbath. And Red Star actually will survive the bomb explosion here, by the way. So he'll be fine. Thankfully, he can take his gun into the next round. But Fiend are able to win the round, and again, they just play contact in towards the B sides after taking mid attention, and I think they catch HAVU off guard because HAVU say they've gone B so many damn times in this half so far. Surely there's no way they go B once again.
Surely not. But I mean, when do you cross that boundary that you just kind of throw that thought out the window of like, okay, well, they've gone B 10 times now. We can't keep saying they're surely going to go again because surely they're going again.
I mean, it works because, like I said, you catch teams off guard because they don't expect you to just carry on doing it because it's just so obscure. Big Dave going to be coming through. My God, that's going to do a lot of damage. Disturbed. He's been a hero so far here in this match, and he's doing it once again. Are you kidding me on the angle? He finds all three, lines them up, and knocks them down. Disturbed says, get out of my bomb site. And he buys time for the rotations to come through. There's even a backstab here. Slowy's got an AWP. Are you kidding me? He's in the smoke right now. Himself in bubble trading positions. The smoke will fade. Slowy will find his spot.
Oh,
no! This is the shot he gets VSP, though. Should be an easy kill, right? Yeah, there we go. Connects on the shots. And now it's only Han left remaining.
So, I mean, okay. I can understand some of the thought process of like, okay, they've gone B 4 times, 5 times now. Surely they don't do it again. But for Fiend, when do you go, okay, we've gone B 5 times now, and it's worked twice. Surely we don't try it again. Like, there's got to be a point where Fiend stop just aimlessly rushing into this B bomb site, praying that they find the opener and hoping that HAVU don't have the util for the retake. Because at some point, that's not going to come into fruition anymore. And the Pinnacle odds, I mean, they just keep swaying in the favor of HAVU. 1.09 to 7.
7.9 or something. I never ever thought I would see those betting odds in a match between HAVU and Fiend, like in the second map of the series. I'm just going to be straight up and say it. Like, this has been a really good performance from HAVU, man. And
Fiend,
no! Well, they don't invest anything coming into this round. Barely
the way you
anything.
made it out to sound, it was like you were about to make some super hot take, and then you're like, I've been playing really well. I'm like, okay.
Okay. So you're like, oh, no, please, don't burn us with your ridiculous take. No, well, I mean, point in case is just like, it's ridiculous to see those odds where, listen, 5-3 down in the second map of a series, teams have still won series from this position. But, like, the Pinnacle betting odds are, like, super one-sided already. So I'm just saying, like, it's a testament to how well HAVU have been playing here. They've convinced Pinnacle that they're going to close it out. Have they convinced you, Ant?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have, right, HAVU? I mean, they showed why they're still a contender on that last map, and I don't think it's going to change much coming into this one. In fact, we're seeing a lot more HAVU-sided success. Speaking of success, look at that nade, and it's the USB of all weapons on Slowy to take care of 2x7 and Ariel also chipping in for a kill apiece. Now, it's just Streamer on that B-bomb side, and Disturbed still wants to get in on some of the fun. 12 and 6. The coach is killing it right now.
Wow. What I will say is that
Hayes, I got a question for you.
Okay, hold on. Just remember your question because I'm going to forget my point for sure. Now, what I will say about Fiend is we haven't actually seen them look convincing at all yet in the series once. They haven't looked great. They've had moments like rounds, but there's never been consecutive rounds of like brilliance where they've been very convincing. HAVU have had lots of periods where they've looked really good, so I agree with you, man. They've shown more than enough to actually to convince me, as they have Pinnacle and yourself as well, that they actually could and should close the series out 2-0 from here, considering what we've seen so far.
Well, Hayes, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When do you think HAVU will consider putting Disturbed in as that mid player?
Yeah? And you know what? I think if they were going to do that, they would have thought about it already and they would have implemented that, so it doesn't make sense.
I think that's the right call.
Doesn't actually make sense anymore to do it now. Even though he's the top fragger on like multiple maps that we've seen and he's having so much impact on solo B defenses. On the T side, he's doing ridiculous. Nah. Put him in coach, actually, dude.
Emergency sub, what can I say?
Nah, jokes aside, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the weeks to come. That'll be a good giggle between us if he does end up getting announced as a part of the core team. If I'm not mistaken, like, he was in the HAVU team in like 2017 for like 2 years, I think, and then he became the coach for the past few years. But man, he's still showing he has what it takes to play in the server as well. Fiend, big round here for them to try and get back to winning ways and put a bit more pressure onto the HAVU CT side. And this is going to be a fake B split, but it hasn't pulled out anybody here from HAVU. Not only that, but Slowy's found bubble. Now the majority of the players, in fact, all of the remaining players, are going to be making their short one towards the A side. Good use of usage so far, but Zori with the collateral finds himself 2 kills, stopping Fiend in their tracks once again. They run into a brick wall, do the Bulgarians. Aerial finds a kill as well. Not a single point of damage has been done so far, and only Han left.
Damn it,
He gets
Hayes,
the
you
kill track, but now they
jinxed it.
know exactly where he is, and Aerial will finish it off.
You jinxed it.
Yes, okay, I'm sorry, but HAVU, what are you guys doing? Where did this come from?
Man, these guys are looking like they are playoff contenders. If they can keep a performance like this going, Fiend, currently one of the top teams in the world, and it just seems like they're making light work of them.
Wow.
This is incredible.
It is incredible. That's a good word to use. It is incredible what we're witnessing right now.
However,
yes.
This is the exact scoreline we saw Fiend up by on Mirage.
I know, but think about the context of the situation now, and like, there's so much momentum. We saw them, even on Mirage, it's not like they just dominated and won 8 consecutive rounds. Like, they kept losing around here or there, and then still being able to win afterwards, which is, for me, the big test. Is even when they lose rounds, it's not like, oh, okay, all the momentum's gone. Like, that streak was just like a little bit of luck type of thing. No, like, they've got depth. Let's see what Fiend can find in this round. It's an eco so far. A couple players in towards upper tunnels right now, and there's going to be aggression in towards mid coming through from Bubble as well, pushing his way forward. Is that Bubble? It is indeed. He's gotten himself into the smoke. Doesn't look like Disturbed is immediately aware of this. Have to defend this B-bomb side as well. Yeah, kills are coming through here for the team side. Zori, he has all to do. What on earth is that 180-degree shot onto Han? Zori continues to impress, and, well, it's a 2v2. It was an eco round for Fiend, so they have a good chance here, but still work to be done.
How do they even get into this retake? They got Molotovs. Oh, that's not going to be putting that away. Oh, it's burning at the toes of Red Star, but he's able to find the kill as he runs away. Aerial trades 1v1, and here's the off shot right out the tunnels. The dink, but no kill, and Bubble comes alive with a 3 for Fiend. And I said it. It was the exact scoreline we saw on Mirage.
You
Fiend,
did.
maybe they're ready to come alive now.
Wow, what a crazy round. I mean, Fiend finally able to get it back, and it's through an eco round as well, so maybe that can kickstart their campaign. Maybe that's what they needed. Look at the shot here from Snowy. Well, it's actually, he got a kill earlier before that. This is the one, though, Zori. High sense supremacy, man. That was just so damn accurate. Enough money here for both teams to comfortably dive again. Aerial with the panic jump there actually misses the chance to find the kill. He might even get taken down here. He's lost his teammate. It's a disaster. Bubble can extinguish the fire with his smoke. And Fiend, they're going to continue to force this, are they? Bubble's just trying to get out, and he will be able to. And that's a good result for Fiend because they found a kill. Mission successful.
Hayes, man. You had to doubt him. Damn it.
Who, Aerial?
No, Fiend. I mean, they're looking pretty good to pick up another round unless Disturbed wants to do some disturbing things on the B-bomb site. He's been stuck at this 12 kill mark for some time now. Maybe he can break through that brick wall that he has been stuck on in the kill category. Absolutely not. It is domination with the AK-47s spamming through the wall too. They won't even let anything come back. And Dreamer, he is sending them to the dreamland as they are now 2 rounds from closing this gap. And hey, we don't see it again. We don't see it again. There's no way.
Well, I mean, what, that Fiend fight back? Oh, the eco round 1? No, it's actually going to be a...
the same scoreline.
Yeah, it's true, because, see, the complete reverse is playing out right now. It's true. Going to be another gun round here for HAVU. They have enough for the double orb setup. Both Slowy and Zori have been having a lot of impact with those weapons so far here in the half. And it actually looks like Fiend is just going to play aggressively in towards the B-bomb site once again. Normally they just wait for the util. Are they going to be waiting? This time is the question. Slowy with the orb loses the fight with Han. And there's nobody else here on the B-bomb site. Disturbed going to drop the molly, but only has an MP9. He's trying to avoid the flashbang, but Victor just absolutely snap him up. Fiend have shifted into gear. They've woken up. This is the best we've seen Fiend looking in the entire series. These past 3 rounds, and this started with an eco round win, has been the best we've seen from Fiend so far. Way more convincing.
No doubt. That's insanely true. I mean, HAVU, after they get to that insanely big lead, it feels like they've just thrown it away. However, it looks like they want to find some kills and reimbursement. Flashing in the middle. Red Star takes an unwinnable duel. So even though they find all of the kills necessary to entry onto that B-bomb site, looks like most exits will be coming in to favor the side of HAVU. And you know what would have been funny? If one of those players just sprinted up to B, killed him, and started to defuse the bomb. That would be actually hilarious. But
you joked. Was I casting that game with you when there was a team planted on the B side, right? So it was like a 5v3. And the other team was essentially saving in CT. So all 5 of them rushed to take the fights. And all of them died. And then they just went and defused the bomb when they weren't even like trying to make the retake happen. I can't even remember who that game was between, but it was just so damn funny, man.
I don't know.
Anyway, that was like, it was actually like Esports Club Kiev. No, it was a solo card game, I remember now.
Okay.
It's like 100 pingos in Esports Club Kiev or something like that. Anyway, just funny things coming back to mind. 7-6 here. Fiend have drawn within 1 round. Of course, HAVU did save 3 weapons from the previous. The question is whether they're force up, and the answer is yes. They will be buying around these guns, and understandably so as well. X7 could drop an M4. But Fiend are fighting back. And have a look at the series prediction tracker here. HAVU have a 74% chance. And we can actually see the comparison so far. We haven't had a look at this yet, yeah, Ant. So 63% for HAVU, actually. So that's updated. I mean, showing that shows that Fiends have still got some chance here, right?
Maybe. I mean, they're putting up a good case for themselves, right? 7-6, 1 more to tie it up, and then picking up both, going into that second half with a lead. I mean, quite frankly, even if you lose out now, you're probably going in with a way higher mentality than you did looking at it prior, right? I mean, again, it's just the fact that you were down 7-3. If you can make it somewhat competitive, I'll give him a shot of the doubt.
And check the series predictor tracker. Sorry, Mr. Production, I know that I'm screwing you around. Yeah, thank you. Can we just see the graph one more time? That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Sorry about that. Just have a look at now how HAVU got themselves up to like 88%, man. They were, you see there in the 11th round, how high up they got themselves with the win chance, the prediction. And that's plummeted just like my crypto portfolio from 89% down to 63 now. So it's taken quite a big dip, man. And it's showing that Fiend, well, all of a sudden, they still have a chance here. Then that chance is increasing as these rounds go on. Thank you, production. I appreciate that.
This guy, man, making it difficult for everybody.
Oh, man. Back into the game we go. Tech pause doesn't last too long. And Fiend will guess where they're going, and you don't get any points for guessing either.
A.
Okay. 0. You get deducted points for that incorrect answer. I mean,
that's not fair.
But look at HAVU. Finally, they've got the read, and they're leaning with 3 players towards the speed bomb site. Good flashes. The usual's been fantastic so far from Fiend, but this time they're being shut down at the choke point. Kills the planes, the X7 with 2 of his own. He's the rotator, and he'll add another to his stat. He's not slowing down. Straight through the smoke he goes, and he takes down Bubble 2. X7, he's smurfing on these kids right now. What on earth did we just see? Oh, that's just outrageous. Outrageous. And that's the thing. When a CS player is feeling it, and you can't stop him, you can't put a leash on someone like that. You have to let them make those plays. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, no, X7, this isn't the place to charge through the smoke, but he's got to win the gunfight every time, and he knows it.
Sorry, I looked away from my monitor for about 10 seconds, and I looked back. I'm glad to see we're done with that technical pause. Wait, what happened?
Have you got an extra round added to their score?
Oh,
that's what happened.
Yeah, you know, the other team, they used too much time, so you're just like, okay, guys, clock stick, and we gotta give them a round.
Exactly.
Forget about that new rule.
Oh, man. Big gun round here for Fiend. And HAVU at that as well. I mean, if Fiend can win this gun round, they'll feel very comfortable at the 8-7 halftime scoreline.
True. I mean, HAVU, I feel like you really want to pick up this round, not even necessarily just to keep that lead in your ballpark, but to shut down the mentality of Fiend, right? Picking up these last couple of rounds, it's gotten that momentum back in their favor. It's probably restored the mindsets, and that's not something you necessarily want to go against if you're HAVU. I feel like when Fiend are in their groove and starting to hit their shots and feeling good with smiles on their faces, that seems like it's a big daunting task to go against, especially on a map like Dust 2. So HAVU shutting this round down and picking it up means more than just the scoreline dictates.
Probably the slowest and most passive round we've seen so far, maybe in this entire series. All 10 players still left alive here as we start to reach the 30-second mark, but they certainly won't be for much longer. X7 drops the bomb flash. Perfect timing. Bubble gets ahead of it, but his teammates can't. There's no chance for the trade. There's still 3 players towards B here for HAVU, so they need to start making some rotations, or do they? Can X7 just get all the work done here by himself? Han misses the shot. Finally, Zori's been taken down. The bomb's crossed onto the site as well, so Han doesn't even have to force the issue here. He can just rotate back, but somebody's going to be aware of that. Aerial forcing the issue in the meantime here. It's actually going to be his teammate who finds the kill and then taking Dreamer down through the smoke. It is it. Han can't do anything about that, although Bomber is planted for short, you know. Going to be throwing the flash up. Can he hit the shotgun with the orc straight away? Comes around the corner. Oh, no! There was a chance, Ant. There was a moment there. A very, very brief one.
Seriously clearing out long hauls all by yourself? Some people get that. This is beautiful from him. Look at this. Finds the opener and just plays it to perfection. Sometimes you'll see people get that first kill and just be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold the line. I'm going to stick around for more. But no, X7, he just makes he forces them to make the mistakes, right? Catches them as they come out through the doors. The flashbang perfectly separates them apart. Not necessarily planned, but he'll take it all day, every day. And then past that, he plays it so perfectly, right? Isolating the 1v1s, not overextending, not giving himself away. And HAVU, I mean, they know there was one man towards Longhouse. They just sprint up to the site. They're like, okay, site's weakened. Let's just defuse the bomb. Pretty easy for them. And now they go into their T side, the side of favor here on Dust 2 with that 3-round lead. But, I mean, Fiend, I feel like if they could start to hit their shots and convert on some of these early rounds, maybe we see more of a competitive scoreline. But what is this? How are they ready for this? They nade lower and peek it as well. Slowy gonna fall though. Dreamer alongside them. They have shot it down. The reads, it was insane for the side of HAVU. They're not able to walk away with the round. What the hell? How has it gotten this close? It's now 1v1. What did I miss? Dreamer coming in all the way through T-spawn. Zori, he might actually outplay himself. I feel sure he's going to get the bomb, but with a minute 17 to go, does he contemplate him being A? It looks like he's not going to. And he's
oh my god, this is actually so much better for Zori, because if he planted A, Dreamer comes through long, and there's no way that Zori expects him to come through long so quickly. So this actually works out so much better right now that he's going to the B bomb side. He's got the timing on the cross as well. Dreamer's got no idea what's going on right now. He won't even actually know what bomb side it is as soon as it gets planted. He's going to actually have to take a few seconds to try and figure it out. That's why he wants to push aggressively here. Is it A? Trying to get close enough to hear the beeps, not hearing anything yet, and he'll drop down into CT and then immediately make his way towards B. He's got a smoke grenade to work with, armor to his name as well. In the meantime, Zori has gotten all the way back into tunnels, taking a very passive post-bomb position, but that smoke could be the difference maker here. As you say, no kit though. What is Dreamer going to be smoking? Does it drop it on the bomb or into tunnels? Zori spotted him out. Dreamer wants to take the fight, but Zori says, I'll have none of that, thanks, mate. No, not yet. Dreamer taps the bomb. If he can find the kill straight away, there might be enough time, but Zori's done enough to stay alive. Now Dreamer has to be the hero and try and stick the 10-second defuse, but there's no chance for that. Zori taps him down. HAVU win the second pistol round and set themselves on course to close out the series 2-0.
That's a 3K 1v2 from him. He is just the absolute savior for the side of HAVU, and he plays that so damn well. Sure, he could just stick that bomb plant on A. But here's the thing. In that 1v1, there are so many places that CT could be coming from. So just by going through CT to B, right, he expects that he definitely pushed through B, right? That was their setup for the side of Fiend. Put some pressure on the tunnels, and well, hope it works. And, well, that's something that definitely works. Bubble taking care of Slowly over towards the long doors. We'll put some map control in that CT side. Force so far going the way that they want, but well, not for much longer, because Ariel gets a quick trade in CT, and that's kind of going to leave the B bomb site almost weakened, I'd say. Like, not necessarily weakened, because they still got 2 players there, but mid to B smoke, and there's not going to be any potential for rotations.
Certainly not. Still potential for Fiend to win this round, though. I mean, HAVU have superior weapons for sure. Han, my god, himself. And X7 exchanging shots. X7's connects to the dome. Bubble gonna hope to double down here with the Desert Eagle. See if he can connect on a few domes of his own. It's gonna be Victor who finds one though. Okay, big kill coming through for X7, but Victor adds another at long range nonetheless with his Desert Eagle. He's keeping Fiend's hopes alive here in the round. Both Disturbed and X7 trying to force the issue here. In the meantime, Dreamer could capitalize. The HE grenade comes through, gives his position away, doesn't it? And Disturbed will immediately capitalize and find both of the frags.
Now, imagine if instead of throwing that nade, he just kind of walks up and plays contact, right? Yeah, just goes for the wide swing, catches them off guard, and they're both posted for a deep long angle. That Scouter would have 0 impact. The Galil is focused long range. All it takes is 1-1D, and you're looking at a 1v2 against the Scout. Fiend, they really could have played spoiler in that round, but that nade, I feel like you're just not really getting much, even if you completely destroy them with it.
Fair enough, Ant. Fair enough. Going to be a full eco here for Fiend. 5 USPs, 1 flashbang, so I guess flash over the top into mid and just try and take some fights, cause some chaos, maybe find a few kills. But HAVU should be making this a 12-6 scoreline. And that would mean that they're just 4 rounds away from winning the series 2-0. And in dominant fashion. Not closely contested maps and overtimes and ridiculous affairs. a clean 2-0. Money for them in the round, and there would be money for them in the bank if they can reach the playoffs. In fact, if they can win the event, and the winner of this event gets $80,000. That is a lot of money. A lot of money. $20,000 goes to second place.
That's more than I'll ever see in my bank account. But my spending habits, I'll never make it past 100. I'll be spending that on food all day.
Pinnacle betting odds, I think it's a 1.05 or something like that for HAVU, by the way. So those odds are like almost, it's like those are dead and buried at that point. And if this gun round is won by HAVU, so is this game.
Yep. Could be the beginning of the end. The double up setup finally coming inbound now. Dreamer had enough of the shenanigans. Maybe he can pick one up, but one actually is all he can get. That's not favorable for him. And Bubble can't find the kill. It is a lockout B bomb site take. And you can see Fiend, they don't even care. They're giving it up. Keep their weapons, play for the next. This round is done and HAVU get 13.
Wow, I mean, dude, that's just, I guess that's a fitting way for HAVU to pretty much solidify the game, considering the way this entire series has gone so far. And also kind of giving Fiend a bit of a taste of their own medicine as well, because Fiend just try to go towards that B-bomb side so much on their T side. HAVU, they do it in their first gun round here as well, and they just absolutely destroy Fiend. Oh man, and they are hunting here, trying to find the weapons. They know they've got extra cash in the bank. Meaning Steven's got a goddamn scout. I mean, not really the weapon he wants to be pushing through double doors with. It's going to be a flashbang from... oh my god, he doesn't even need the flashbang to come through. It's a disaster. On with the AWP. At least he takes a couple to the grave. Oh, he won't even be going down here. Aerial won't have enough time to take the fight. So lots of damage done. Only 2 players stay alive. 1 for each team. 13-6 though. HAVU go clear. Finally a timeout is called here.
Yeah, things are getting a little out of hand.
Speed has definitely been the name of the game of this series so far. Like, that is undoubtable. Another thing where speed is the name of the game is with Trusty, where you don't want your playing experience to be disrupted by slow payments. So you better choose Trusty to make quick payments from account to account, where you don't need a card, an app, or registration. Try making payments with Trusty at pinnacle.com/odds, where you can even have a look at the odds for this series right here. Fiend versus HAVU, if you think there's a bet to be made. Not only can you bet on the outcome of the match, you can bet on some other markets as well. So even when it is games like this, where the game is dead and buried, you can still find other markets that are still, worthy of considering. So have a look at it. Pinnacle.com/odds. There's a promotion. If you bet 10 euros, you'll get 10 euros back as well. Oh, that's Trusty. Ha. 13-6. Big gun round for Fiend to show they still have what it takes, man.
They forced back up into it. It looks like they might have something up their sleeve, some form of confidence keeping them going up into it. That saved over AWP. Harn is all the entryway it seems like they need to get back into this game. But here's the thing. They're going to go for a fast mid to B take. The only issue is Dreamer is solo with the FAMAS. Even if he gets a multi-kill, it is just done and dusted. That's if he gets the multi-kill, but he's only going to get one.
Wow,
Aerial
man, look at this.
Trades him out instantly. And do they even bother going for this? The util, it's lackluster. Save your weapons, Fiend. You have to give up a 14.
Ant, have you seen this Fast and Furious movie before? Because I didn't hear about this one. HAVU vs Fiend?
No, I did. Yeah.
Fast and the Furious 18?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I haven't seen the older ones.
Older ones? What is this? What is that?
Yeah, it's a nice molly. It's a long
sick.
man. But unfortunately, you can't do anything with it. It's just a cool molly. It's just like flexing. It's like, yeah, I know this molly. And I know you there. I'm even going to throw a flash at you because I want to build up a couple effective flashes. But HAVU, they just continue with this super aggressive approach and they charge their way through mid. Into the B-bomb site they go. They trade out Dreamer 1-for-1. And as you say, the round's over. Fiend, they're not making the adjustment yet. And they are now employing the same logic they were looking to abuse in the previous half, which is that there's no ways the T's are going to continue to keep on going to the B site. So this time we'll stack long. And no, again, HAVU have made their way into B. Disturbed. The coach is 9-1 in duels against Dreamer, the supposed Bulgarian legend. What are we witnessing in this series, Ant?
Oh, we're going to see a long pick coming out from Zori. Finally, a little bit of a change of pace. We see the off duel. It's not the off duel, but it's still a duel nonetheless. Nobody comes out on top, but it's definitely a dub for the side of HAVU. Getting that leg shot onto Bubble, even though that is technically the weakest of the weaponry, still good damage to find, especially early in the round. What are HAVU going to opt to do? Looks like they want to take control of Blanc and Fiend. Well, there's nobody home to receive it. Now it's starting to walk back up. Dreamer leading the charge. Not Dreamer, I'm sorry. Bubble leading the charge with that Ramos that's been taken down very low. Flashbangs come in. Are they both going to fight this? Into the CT side of Flashbang. It's hurt bouncing over the wall. And they continue to fight this. It's not going to favor them. They shouldn't be fighting. Bring them down so far. It is very much so in favor of the Tees. But as I say that, damage dealt.